Hey guys, hope the open is going well. I posted a video a few weeks ago, actually it was a month ago, of Ryan Hankey getting his first muscle up. When I talked with Ryan, he had a few important prerequisites before I started giving him muscle up drills. He was able to do strict pull-ups, he could do reps of kipping chest to bars, and he was able to do dips on the rings. So you have to have those prerequisites before you get into some serious muscle up training. But the biggest thing that I notice with a lot of people who are getting close to muscle ups, or even people who have gotten their first muscle up but are struggling with consistency or doing them really well in workouts, is they don't have strength through the transition from the pull up to the dip. And what essentially happens is they get a big kip, which is great because they're using their hips as opposed to their arms during a CrossFit WOD. But what happens is they kip really, really high, and they get to like here, or even here where the rings are very, very high and they're very high, but they can't pull through to the deep dip position. And really what it boils down to is kind of going back to a strict muscle up form, and just kind of learning and getting strong through the transition. It requires getting a stronger false grip. Strict muscle ups are very hard without the false grip. And although ultimately a competitive CrossFitter may not use the false grip during a WOD, having strength through the transition is important for them as they get fatigued, as they go through the workout, and even though they don't have the false grip, they can probably do strict muscle ups. So they've kind of developed that through strict training. So that's what these two drills basically work on, is strength through the transition and your strict muscle up technique. All right, so here are the drills. The first one, you're going to just do the transition, and you're going to start here in a deep dip position. Okay, my heels are on the ground, my toes are up, and most of my weight's on the rings. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition slowly through that transition. So I'm going to bring the rings, trace my chest to here, and then I'm going to lower down to the bottom of the ring row. I'm going to come back up and go through that transition. Here again, I'm in the bottom of a deep dip. My biceps are touching the rings. Just like that. I can even work on my speed through the transition. Just like that. All right, so that's the first drill. I would do 3 sets of 5 with a couple minutes rest in between. The next drill is all about strengthening your wrists for the false grip. All right? You're going to get your false grip and you're just going to do ring rows. Pulling this directly to my chest, trying to extend all the way down. Just like that. And I would do this after I work on the transition, and I would do 3 sets of 10 on that. And again, you're going to feel it in your wrists. If you have some mobility issues, you might even have a hard time extending all the way during the ring row. That's fine. You can start kind of at a bent position and then work into full extension. So yeah, if you guys meet the prerequisites and you work on these 2 drills, you're going to get much better at, repping out muscle ups. You're going to achieve your first muscle up, and even if you have muscle ups in WODs, you're just going to become that much more efficient and better. So good luck. A couple side notes to that video. Number 1, very important, keep the false grip. Do not let the rings go to here. Make sure the rings stay there. I see that a lot. People let it slip down. You're going to lose a lot of the effectiveness if you lose your false grip. Number 2, keep your knees straight. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. A lot of times people will go through, it will get hard through here, and they'll go like this. Again, it will get tough going through here, and they'll bend their knees and come up. Don't bend your knees, just move back to make it easier. Move back. Get at less of an angle. Make it easy at first. Then move your feet down to make it harder. Okay? So keep the knees straight. Last thing, if you do want to start working your kip a little bit, that's great. You can start at more of an angle, sag your hips, and thrust up and through. Again, keep the false grip. Then once you guys get more efficient at that, you can start letting go of the false grip once your transition is super strong. So good luck, guys.